everybody, this is Nicholas with Tabletop Shenanigans.
This is Matthew.
This is Chase, the resident Imperial Fist player.
Also the only Imperial Fist player.
It's Felipe.
And Alex.
And today, we're going to bring you the 11th episode special. I'm just kidding, guys, but for real, it's our 11th podcast. Yay. Technically 10th, because we had a video special, but hey, no one's keeping track.
If you haven't checked out the video special, you definitely should do that right now, because it's pretty awesome. Special shout out to Phoenix, who was able to get that together for us with our horrible footage. He managed to make magic happen out of nothing.
Phoenix, you're our boy.
Yeah, you're the realest of boys and the best of the... What army does he play again?
Emperor's Children.
Yeah, Emperor's Children.
They did get a buff.
Yeah, you noisy boy.
Kind of.
Yeah, noisy boy.
It would make sense that he does do all the editing for our noisiness right here.
I love noise marines.
Don't get a kid eventually.
I mean, they got a new kit. They got this stinking $30 guitar player.
Yeah, you just got to buy 4 of them per squad of 5. That's all.
Oh, there you go.
We talked about a Xenos tax, but talk about a Chaos tax right there.
Well, anything for love, rock, and music,
Man,
right?
Shining Spears think they have it bad.
Oh, have you seen those kids? Those kids are awful.
Taxes.
Shining Spears?
Yeah.
I happen to have 18 of them, and I know that they are awful. All their spears go 6 different ways.
Yeah, they don't even go straight up, GW. Come on. Show us some Eldar love.
Yikes.
I had to. Laura is starting. My girlfriend is starting Eldar, and we just recently got some Shining Spears, and I was having to teach her the horrible pitfalls of resin and all the fine cast, and how you have to, put it in a warm tub of water, and then eventually mold the things to actually fit in place and everything, and all the pre-preparation.
I think it's GW's response to the Tea Party incident 300 years ago.
Yeah.
They're still mad.
They're getting us back.
Yeah, so think they're our tea in the ocean? Well, I guess.
Yeah, what we don't know is that if you buy GW models in the UK, it's all plastic. Everything is plastic.
Did I ever tell you I lost my Mephiston model to heat because I left it in my car?
For how long?
Yeah, you mentioned that.
For like a summer.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, that happens.
We have a Predator around here that is all heat warped in the front because I left it in the car for a summer as well.
But hey, new Mephiston model coming out. So
I was about to say, Mephiston should be the Lord of Death. He should be able to survive that.
I'm super excited for the new Mephiston model for my Blood Angels.
I think he's the right choice to make Primaris.
Yeah, he is a lord.
What's a Blood Angel?
Yeah, why isn't he a
Like,
Black
what's
Templar?
a Blood Angel?
Yeah, what's a Blood Angel?
It's pretty much a space vampire.
Yeah,
And they are absolutely 100% better than space wolves.
Well,
you take that back.
As I nod in agreement.
well, to be fair, anything is better than Space Wolves.
Yikes. I do
Maybe
not
not
agree.
Grey Knights. We'll find out.
On the battlefield, I'd rather have a Grey Knight squad come up than a Space Wolves squadron.
They will execute you after they're done with
I'd rather die
Oh yeah,
because of
secret.
Grey Knight.
They don't
Grey
exist. Grey
I'd
Wolves.
rather die to the Grey... Yeah, to the redacted.
Always remember, Death Watch is better against demons than Grey Knights.
Oh,
That's true.
yeah.
That's absolutely true.
Kind of funny.
Because they have that one stratagem, right? If a Grey Knight slays a demon... Well, how's it go, Chase?
Basically, if a Grey Knight finishes off a squad of demons, aside from named characters, you can spend, I think, 2 CP to just bring it back at full strength.
Sweet. Awesome. Thanks, GW.
Not only that, but their super smite against demons is wholly irrelevant, considering you can deal that much damage with bolter fire just as easily.
Oh, yeah.
Most things are 1 damage, so it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man, Bolter Discipline is so crazy now. I love Bolter Discipline. I think it's going to be really fun going to the new year with this new mindset that GW has, I feel like, because not only are they revamping a lot of the old stuff, they're also giving love to, well, I guess that's kind of repetitive. They're also giving love to factions that haven't had any time in the spotlight.
Speaking of factions getting some love, how about we talk about them sisters?
Sisters.
boy.
I'm excited for all my sisters' models to eventually be replaced with actual GW models.
Okay, let's get a quick vote at the table. The Shooty Penitent engine, what do you guys think?
The new one?
Yeah, the Shooty variant.
I don't even know any of the rules yet, so I'm probably not good for this discussion.
It looks like a Penitent engine with 2 heavy bolters. We don't know the rules yet.
It's gonna have a melee weapons. It has melee weapons too,
Yeah.
but it also has the bigger.
It has like
guns.
the same weapons as Acro Flagellants.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know. I only bought the new box, and well, I haven't bought it yet. Like, the GW, don't come knocking down my door, but I have it on pre-order, so I'm pretty excited to see.
You
what it is.
actually managed to get it on pre-order?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Because it
impressive.
goes to the Games Workshop store for that.
I mean, turns out working at a game store also is really good for pre-ordering stuff nobody wants here.
Yeah. Well, I think the models look absolutely awesome. You're gonna have so many options for different like helmets. Like they have open face helmets, regular helmets. They have a bald headed chick. They have all your actual bowl cuts that you're used to.
Hey, so remember when they showed the 3D renders for the Repentia, and everyone got real upset that, well, they look like men or whatever? The painted ones they've shown afterwards, those aren't the same models they showed off. They're like completely different, right?
Yeah, I think that they went ahead and redid it. I think they listened to the community, and definitely they're looking very feminine on the battlefield.
What's the price of a sister? Like
Point wise,
point.
I think
I
they're
think
not.
it's like the same. I think it's like a scout. I think they're like 10
So
or
I
11
think
points.
I think a battle sister might be 9 points, maybe
So-
maybe 11.
So, I'm just like throwing this out there. If a normal tactical Space Marine is now 12, it used to be 13.
Yeah,
per model?
actually, I think they're down to 11 as of the new codex.
As in the same as Scouts.
Oh, then never mind. Then you're right.
Yeah, 12.
It's 12
So-
for a
so
Space
they were-
Marine, 11 for a Scout, I think.
Right. So they used to be 13, and they're basically the same thing because they both get a 3-up save.
Yeah.
They both have bolters.
The big difference is they don't get bolter discipline.
And
I mean, that's
and
new, though.
They're toughness 3.
but I'm saying but that's new though.
also remember, scouts are T4 with a 4-up save, whereas
They're
sisters
T3. T3.
Sisters are
That's what I
T3
was-
with a 3-up save.
Yeah,
That's what I was
the
saying.
T3 is a huge change. Especially
Yes,
if you're just fighting other
absolutely.
Marines, you're getting wounded on 3s instead of 4s.
Mhm.
They'll definitely lose in a bolter battle against another Marine army.
But then again, based on just a few of the previews, they have tons of access to Fional Pains as well as improving their invuln.
Oh yeah, they all get an army-wide 6-up invuln, which can
Haha.
be improved by at least 1, if not 2, depending on if you bring Celestine.
I feel like a 6-up invuln's irrelevant if everything has a 3-up save.
Yeah.
You know
but-
how?
to be
What?
honest.
Let me tell you. You know who else is a 6-up invuln army-wide? Admech. Okay, continue, Matt. Sorry.
No one cares about Admech.
Nobody
Anyway,
no one here
nobody
likes
likes
Admech but
Admech.
you.
Until Dark Mech comes out, I don't care.
Same.
I don't even care till Dark Mech comes out.
Yeah, but they're gonna have a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of command stratagems and different stuff that we saw in the index that came out when we had all the pseudo codex that came out with the last big FAQ.
Most of the stuff in the index, aside from the stratagems, are pretty much irrelevant now, considering they completely changed how Acts of Faith work. Speaking of which, what are your thoughts on them just stealing Cinch's gimmick from AOS?
Oh, is that what they do now?
Oh yeah, you basically just set aside a bunch of dice, and if you really need a 5, take the 5 out of your pool.
Hey,
And
look.
you can build up your pool as the game
I
progresses.
rolled a whole bunch of 6s. You like this?
That's pretty awesome.
I have a Zingy dice. This is perfect.
That'd be really cool for orcs.
That would be really cool for orcs,
I like
but
Daka
even
Daka.
better for sisters
Yeah.
because I love sisters.
Oh no.
The Exorcist engine. Oof, so amazing.
Also, I haven't looked at the codex yet, but I imagine pretty much every HQ is going to have the priest keyword like a chaplain does. So
Ooh.
just imagine being able to do acts of faith all the time.
Man.
Are you still able to do that one first move at the very beginning of the game before anything happens to where you get just right up on their face with some immolators?
Yeah, so that's the I forget the name of the squad now, but it's their fast attack choice of sisters where they can all equip special weapons like Meltas or Flamers.
The Zeraphins?
No,
That's the combat flying unit, right?
yeah, that's the flying one. These are just regular sisters, but they're a fast attack choice, and I can't remember the
Why?
name of them for the life of me.
Why are they?
But they get a scout move essentially. So pre-game, before turn 1, they get to make a move. But if they're inside of a vehicle and they're the only things in a vehicle, then the whole vehicle gets to make that scout move.
Why?
So in an immolator, the
What?
immolator gets
What
to
is
move
this?
in advance.
Because
Oh,
sisters.
same with the Dominion
What am I
squads?
hearing?
Yeah,
Dominion,
Dominion,
that's
that's
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just knew that on top of my head, even though I have a laptop in front of me.
As he's Googling it frantically as we're over here trying to explain. Yeah, the Dominion squads, you can equip them with storm bolters, you can equip them with melta-guns.
I don't
pretty
like
awesome.
this.
Yeah, it's
at
really-
all.
It's really awesome. Like before turn 1, say you get to go first as a sisters player, I get to move my immolator and advance it, and then on my turn 1, I then get to disembark them and move them, have all my meltas in range and the immolator in range to start flaming stuff.
I'm getting anxiety.
And you can do this times 3 with 3 different squads.
It's actually stressing me out, guys.
But you know what though? You know what Black Templars get?
Whoa.
Hellbreak gets 1 extra attack.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, I'm gonna be honest.
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie.
Shock and Awe is probably the best stratagem out of all Space Marine stratagems.
He's got a point.
I'm gonna be honest. That Hellbreak extra attack, I felt that.
I felt that.
He felt
I
that.
felt that in my bones.
I do like that they're actually making Sisters a very unique like Imperium army. They're fast. They're really fast in getting your face.
There is not a whole lot of carryover between the other armies aside from like their war gear. Like they function completely unique.
Yeah,
Which is
they're
cool.
they're
I
very
agree, that's
unique.
fine.
I like that. I would genuinely consider doing them, but right now I just got way too many projects on my mind right now.
Yeah.
Also, quick question among all you: what's the sister vehicle that has the stained glass window in front of the pilot? It's a Rhino chassis, but
this one that
you're,
Matt has.
You're talking about the Immolator.
yeah, the Immolator.
Yeah.
Is that window gonna come like in clear plastic already like that, or is it going to be a normal like uncolored plastic that you put washes over?
Or is it actually?
I'm pretty
glass?
sure it's gonna be like
I
that.
think it's actual glass. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
well, I know I haven't seen the new one personally yet. I have 7 of the last iteration
Of
of
the
the
metal
Immolator,
ones?
and it's just bubble glass and it's clear plastic. But-
GW has done like painted plastic before, like the Necron. The
Oh
little,
right,
yeah,
the little
they
tube
have,
on their guns.
Yeah, they have done it, and I
It's-
think there's some older
It's
models
just
that they've
that's
done it
actually
too.
the color that they cast it because it's clear, it's see through.
Yeah.
I mean it's not really see through because it's green, but it's clear. You can tell it's a
It's-
clear green. But I don't imagine that it's gonna come already pre-done stained glass, all pretty. Like I'm sure you're gonna have to paint it.
Yeah, the only pre-done stuff like
Like-
that is GW's Necron's kits with the little green tubes.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's just different colored plastic. It doesn't really
Oh,
count.
okay, yeah, no, definitely.
If it does come uncolored,
Donkey.
then GW is probably gonna have to put out a video real fast on their tutorial page of, hey, here's how you stain the glass to make it colorful without making it opaque.
I'm sure that it's gonna involve contrast.
Oh, absolutely.
We all.
I'll just ask Felipe to do it.
We all know
Yeah,
that one.
just have Felipe do it for you. It's okay.
Just don't touch it.
Yeah.
Don't break
Some
it.
some person's gonna get real extra with that glass. I already know it. I can see it in my mind.
Yeah,
Are we gonna have any Pepe colored
Oh.
glasses?
Please.
I'll bet it.
I don't
Still
know.
waiting for that towel waifu. to be
What?
honest.
All right, Chase.
It's
So,
not my idea.
as a resident Imperial Fist player, how do you feel like the Imperial Fist Codex stands against the rest of their brothers?
Well, I haven't been able to go against the Black Templars yet, so I don't know. But is of the ones that had come out up to Imperial Fist, I'd say we're probably behind Ultramarines and Iron Hands post nerf. Salamanders, I think it's about even. Salamanders might be a little bit higher, but because we still have a Siegebreaker cohort, and with the addition of Chief Apothecaries coming in from Faith and Fury, Imperial Fists you're going to see a lot more Centurions on the field. And just your Centurions are never going to die.
I'm just a little bit confused. As you said, you haven't gone up against Black Templars. Aren't you Black Templars?
He's Black
Is
Templars.
it the same thing though?
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So you're talking about fighting amongst yourselves? No, you can't do that.
No, I'm going to spank my grandchild. That's what I'm doing.
Oh,
That's pretty much what
that
it is.
reminds me. I have some bits for you.
Oh,
Just
nice.
wanna remind
All right,
you.
thank you.
Did the Black Templars come from Imperial Fist?
Did you not know
Yes.
that?
Nick, I'm gonna.
Oh my.
Yes, that's why they don't have their own Primar Patriarch.
Oh. I thought this was
No.
like dumb.
They're cooler.
Oh, look at me, I'm so cool. I don't have a Primarch. Okay, dude.
You play Admech.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
You're insecure.
You're insecure.
I mean, I still think though that probably Imperial Fists are the best counter to Iron Hands. Ironically,
Why?
Simple.
They're-
The +1 damage completely counters the Iron Stone. Now, if they're not taking the Iron Stone, it doesn't matter. But
Not really. Doesn't Ironstone
Iron Stone
reduce the
reduces
damage by one?
by
Yeah.
1. Imperial Fist increases the damage by 1.
Ah.
hmm
Now it's only against vehicles and using heavy weapons. But then again, are you going to be shooting light weapons at a vehicle?
So here's the problem, though. Right now, my list and most not Imperial Fist, not most Iron Hand lists don't have a single tank in their army.
Well, that's not my experience.
What?
I was gonna say.
Like,
Huh?
Why?
usually,
Right now, the top list
don't include.
are Six Flyers. Six Flyers.
That's a
Oh.
vehicle.
Smash count.
That's a
That's a
vehicle.
vehicle.
But it's not a heavy support vehicle. It's a.
That doesn't matter.
I
It's
thought you said it has to be heavy support.
No,
It has
no.
to be a vehicle.
Oh.
Vehicle.
the Imperial Fist weapon has to be a heavy weapon.
Oh, gotcha. You were very. I was confused for a
Yeah,
second.
so a heavy
Okay,
bolter
okay.
does 2 damage. A regular bolt gun does 1 damage.
Phil's been saying those flyers are gonna be Iron Hand's greatest asset from the beginning.
100%. They're just
Yeah.
so strong. You can get 40 shots from 2 planes at strength 5 minus, I believe, 1 or 2 AP. Dumb.
It's 2 for the Devastator.
Honestly, I'm surprised more lists don't have like 3 executioners
They're
because
not good anymore.
they're not.
They took away the only thing that made them good was that 5-up invuln. Without the 5-up invuln, they are just as poopy as every other Space Marine vehicle.
Well, you can still give them the 5-up in one, just only one of them.
Yeah, it's not worth it. The problem I have with the repulsors is they don't produce enough firepower to take out plenty of things. So they get 4 shots at strength 8, hitting on 3s or rolling 1s.
What if you only make a half move? Don't you shoot twice?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, all right.
4 shots. It's 2 shots per gun. Minimum 3 damage, sure. But if you're shooting 4 times, on average, 2 of those will get through for a maximum of 12 damage, which is nothing to scoff at. But I don't know. I just feel like there's
It's like-
better choices for
that's
you
like
out there.
300.
I make a counter offer
Yeah,
that you should be running it with the plasma instead of the.
I
the
100%
last
agree
game.
Like
on that.
plasma
Because
is
that's 2d6 shots at strength 9, AP minus 4, damage 2, overcharged. You're
Mhm.
re-rolling 1s anyways.
And if you're
So
blocked
then,
Templars-
you're done killing the tanks, and there's a squad of guys, or, intercessors running towards you. You're like, delete.
Strangely enough, they take a lot of Smash Captains. I've seen a lot of lists run 2 to 3 of them.
Yeah, for Raven Guard.
No, for Iron Hands.
I don't see why.
Why?
Because Smash Captains
'Cause why
are...
not?
I-
Smash Captains are Smash Captains. They'll always exist, I
They're
They're
guess.
slow.
squishy. You
Yeah.
just shoot them before they hit anything.
So
I mean, a
many-
3-up
so
pinball
many
is
points.
nice, but you're basically just a space marine. You just need to roll, 4 once, and then you're dead. Or 4 1 or
I think
2s.
people have given up on anti-armies and they just play what they want at the moment because there's so many Space Marine lists right now that whenever the Space Marines are the top army, I always see everyone just play fluff and flavor. But the moment like Chaos or Eldar are a thing, everyone starts making counter lists. And that's just what I've seen. From
Oh,
the
you
past
mean
2
like
years.
Craft World at the start of 8th edition?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Craft
Beat
World
Craft
up until
World.
a week ago.
Yeah.
yeah.
Cross rolled up until next week, yeah.
Yeah, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, fire spam," and Craft World just got a huge buff too.
And then-
Huge buff.
Everyone's like, Nurgle soup.
But as long as there's no flyer spam, it's cool. I love Nurgle soup. But Nurgle's bad.
Flyers
know.
got even better.
So, anyways, looking at the Sisters Codex and all the Space Marine stuff, I really like what GW is doing with pushing, rather than punishing players who soup, they're promoting players who dedicate themselves to one faction. I think that's a much better way of doing it than trying to just say, no, you can't do that, no, you can't do that.
Yeah,
I like that. I mean, I hate soup just because it's so messy, and I'm more of a lore guy than anything. And like whenever you see these combinations of armies, it just makes zero sense.
Lore is always factions
Well,
teaming up together and fighting
Yeah.
each other.
I think
If you
soup
don't wanna
is
spill
fine
your
depending on
Soup is
Like-
fine.
Stop shaking the bowl.
Yeah, get a lid.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, but seriously, if you look in the lore, everyone works with everyone in there.
This is true. Imperial Guard literally never fight alone. There's always a Space Marine chapter somewhere in the wing helping them out.
carrying them, by the way.
I'm
Hey.
talking about other like crazier suits. Whenever like they put
Imperial
like
Guard have to do the heavy labor of taking damage so that the Space Marines can get through there and do their
Without
work.
taking as much
I'm
damage.
talking about something like the Super Smash Bros. List of whenever they got Magnus and Morty at the same time, and it's just like those two would be trying to kill each other. They'd be
Not
at
true.
each other's necks.
Not true.
When
They
the Smash
both-
Bros get
They
women-
both know they got destroyed by their demon,
They
right?
hate each other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but-
they also hate their gods. Magnus hates Zinch.
Well, yeah.
He has to work for him. That's just so.
And Mortarion hates all Psychers,
Yeah.
including himself.
Exactly.
So Mortarion's already emo. It doesn't matter who he works with, right? His will to live keeps going down, but since he's Death Guard, it can't.
He can't die.
He just keeps rolling fives.
Hey, question about the Primarchs and their second in command from like the Heresy era. Did any Primarch get along with their second in command? Angron hated Karn.
Yeah.
Magnus hated
Arion.
Arion.
Yeah.
Dorn got really pissed at Sigismund. I don't know how Bjorn and
I don't know.
Cleveland got
too
along.
much of a Chad.
Well,
I
we don't
know.
talk about Space Wolves.
Yeah. Space Wolves are a faux pas.
We're
Anyways,
adopted.
I hate all of you.
Gilliman and Calgar seem to get along just fine.
Yeah, but he's not the Heresy
which
second in
means-
command. To
I'm
be fair, I
really-
don't know who the Heresy second in command was.
Yeah, and Call and Tech Priest X get along just fine.
Nobody
Yeah,
likes.
in a
nobody
trash
likes.
Technically 0010110. Yeah,
Wow.
he's pretty
No, yeah, Morty hated Typhus. He still hates him to this day, just because
He-
he's actually Nurgle's champion.
Oh yeah, Typhus ruined the Legion.
Imagine just looking at your second in command and be like, I hate you.
Every day when I walk in this room on a Tuesday.
Oh.
My second in command.
Excuse me, this isn't tabletop shenanigans.
Yeah,
This is Nick and the boys.
Whoa.
Conrad Kerr isn't like any of his kids, so it was equal hate for everyone.
Carter isn't even like himself.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
he didn't
that.
like himself.
He liked crucifying rats.
Yeah?
And watching peasants steal bread.
Won't lie. Pretty
Won't
good bread.
lie, pretty accurate. But that's just the thing about the game, though, right? Like we can sit here and talk about how Typhus is a jerk, or how Magnus is a jerk, or Magnus did something wrong. But at the end of the day, it's
Everyone did something wrong.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely.
I saw this meme the other day with the Emperor, and it says, "No, I love all my children equally," but it was on the refrigerator, and the only magnets that were on the refrigerator were all his loyalist kids. It's so funny.
I think the only one that really did not screw up as badly as the other ones was Sanguinius.
Sanguinius is an example for all to
Exactly.
be held.
That's
At
because
the
he
highest-
died.
He's the
'Cause
Emperor's baby boy.
He sacrificed himself to save the Emperor.
Mhm.
Nobody else was in there sacrificing themselves.
Angel
Sanguinius
Jesus.
is the best.
What about Elenius Pius?
Sanguinius?
No.
Sanguinius.
What about the custodians that died?
Sanguinius.
But yeah, you do notice that a lot. You do notice when they ever. I think GW just loves Sanguinius. That's why they had to kill him.
Yeah.
Or else they print like 10 Sanguinius models a year.
I'm not gonna lie.
They killed him at the start of second edition.
Yeah, they killed
Maybe
him off
first. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, this was like instant. Like, all right, we're gonna go ahead and make this universe, and Sanguinius is dead.
It's pretty much like first the foundation of the lore. Horus kills Sanguinius.
Who's Horus?
What?
Well, yeah, actually, who is Horus? I don't know.
Actually, I didn't even know he killed Sanguinius. I didn't know who killed Sanguinius.
You're a fake
What?
fan.
Yeah.
You are a fake
Wow. Excuse me.
Literally, if you like,
Wait,
if you
hang on,
just
hang on.
Google Warhammer 40k and go to images, I'm sure one of the very first images will be Horus fighting the Emperor and Sanguinius laying there dying.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm literally Googling it
Nick,
right
Nick,
now.
Nick.
And you know what
Who-
came up? The first thing that came up
Is it
was the
Goldman?
new Christmas sweater.
Oh, I'm
By the
super-
way, those
I'm
are
pumped
cool.
on that. I'm getting one.
Which one?
Dude, there's an Imperial one and then a Chaos one, but they look super sweet. By the way, this wasn't scripted or anything. We really just Googled it. It was the first thing that came up.
It's got the Aquila right there on the chest.
That actually looks pretty sweet.
at me.
Yeah, I'm getting one. It's
For the
it's an ultramarine blue, so I'm gonna rock it and be pro Gilliman.
Ultramarines
All winner.
ruined the color blue for me.
Go away. You played Night Lords. You still paint them blue.
They're dark blue. Big
All right.
difference.
No, it's blue.
They're dark blue, big
It was
difference.
basically
Okay.
But edge.
That's the problem, though, right? There's just so much lore, and you pick and choose what you want to read. You pick and choose what you want to believe. No one's actually wrong except Lehman Russ.
Well,
Yikes.
how much do you actually know about your Primarch?
Nothing. Who is your Primarch?
the
Who's
Catan?
your Primarch?
The Catan?
You play
I'm
Iron
talking
Hands.
Iron Hands.
Yeah,
Who's
who's
your
your
Primarch?
who's your Primarch?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Ferris Mans? That's not fair. He lost his head as soon as the Horus Heresy started. That's nonsense.
And not as soon as it started. Just its second battle, I think.
Yeah, right? Like, I got gypped. I'm actually, you know what? He's gonna come back 9th edition.
No.
He's the
No.
Omnicide. Ooh,
Primarch of the Legion of the Damned.
Tell you what,
That'd be
Fulgrim's
dope.
like,
Ferris
should have
Man
lost
is
your head.
Ferris Man is Omnisire.
Dude,
It's coming.
Actually, I think it's either in Ferris Manus's Primarch novel or Fulgrim's. Basically, they're fighting together, and Fulgrim yells at Ferris Manus, "Don't lose your head, brother."
Irony.
Got him. A
Foreshadowing.
little bit of foreshadowing, right? Yeah, we learned about that back in elementary school.
excuse me.
Imagery.
Like, look at. Okay, so to be fair, I just started playing Iron Hands. I only really know Admech lore, right?
Filthy.
I know all the Admech stuff.
What
this-
Admech Lord? We live on Mars. We build stuff. The
Ding, ding,
end.
bong, bong.
Excuse me. Who do you play, Mr. Blood Angels and?
He plays everything, and he knows all the lore about everything.
No,
Matt
not at
violently
all.
shaking his head.
I don't know
No.
any lore.
Matt
I
only
thought you
plays.
at least knew the lore of your armies.
Oh no, why would I?
I know the
I like
West
playing
stuff.
the game. The lore is like irrelevant.
Wow.
I know the
oh
lore
my
pretty well.
gosh, you
I know the
take
lore
that
pretty well.
back.
I can already hear the unsubscribes.
Oh man, oh, you guys got me.
All right.
Okay, well, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, they
Admech
got
has
me.
lots of lore. That's all
The
lore.
guys,
Boring.
hold up, but we can all
excuse
appreciate.
you.
We can all appreciate that shooters will always be better than choppers.
Yes, Shootas. I'll give you that. I'll give you the lore that Shootas win over Choppas every time.
Daka Daka.
So I'm about to get myself banished from the podcast, but Choppas for life.
Whoa. And that's the last time we have Chase on, everybody.
Who's Chase?
What?
Who's Chase?
Who?
Redacted.
Redacted. Yeah. And Phoenix, if you wouldn't mind, just anytime you talk, just put redacted.
Yeah, just leave him out entirely out. Don't even have.
Yeah, 2 episodes we discussed this.
Right?
2 episodes.
Yeah, actually more than 2. We've
Maybe
talked
every
about
episode.
Shootas. Yeah. Shooters have almost come up in every episode that they're
But it's true.
100%
But
better.
it's true.
But okay, okay. So question. All right, question. We talking about shooters this whole time. Okay,
Yes.
talking about how shooters
Yeah.
are better than choppers.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
I can agree with that.
Okay.
Maybe I can maybe get behind that.
Mhm. Yeah.
One question.
Yeah.
Big shooters.
See, big shooters are nice. They're really
But
nice.
They 5 points.
They're they're brutal.
They're a little expensive.
They ain't free. Now shooters are free.
Go, well, Phoenix, you're gonna have to bleep that word out.
Everything's better when it's free. Just saying.
This is true. The best flavor is free.
Indeed.
That's why you take burners. That's why you take burners because they're my God, I can't talk today. That's why you take burners because their burners are free.
So like they're deaf guns, deaf
No, they're not.
looters, deaf shooters.
They count.
What the heck are they called? Deaf looters,
Deaf
deaf
guns.
shooters.
Talk about the
guns.
looters.
Oh yeah,
And the
my
duff
God.
guns.
Yeah.
You have to pay for them in the cost of the looter. And they
Mm.
ain't cheap.
But their strength
But
7
those are
toughness.
really good shooters.
Now,
really good
if
shooters.
Now
Tank Busters
that's a
weren't
shooter.
better.
Unless if you roll a 1 or a 2, then they're just kind
And
of
then they're
mediocre.
but you get the max result.
When you roll a 3, oh, that's some good shooters. Okay.
So do we?
Well, our Space Wolf player looks a little down over there. I think we ragged on Space Wolves one too many times this week.
Whatever.
Note to the podcast. We will always rag on Space Wolves.
I own Space Wolves. I like Space Wolves, but they're just fun to rag on.
Like Night Lords. Or anything Alex likes, to be
Hey,
honest.
you can't even make fun of Night Lords anymore.
Oh yeah. So do we want to move on to some of the Faith and Fury stuff that have been leaked?
We can talk about it for a little bit before the end of the podcast. Yeah. Start us off, Chase.
Okay, so first off, we have basically your chapter command coming out with all the Loyalist Marines. So you got your Chief Apothecary, your Chief Librarian, Tech Marine.
Master Champion or something.
It's Chapter Champion. Get it right, you fool.
Oh, gotcha.
Carry on.
Excommunicated.
Excuse me, Mr. X, I don't even follow the codex. Why do
And-
you care?
And as a person who brings Centurions quite often, I'm really excited about the Chief Apothecary more than anything.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to make him my Warlord. That way he can heal and then res a Centurion. And then I can just use one of my psychic powers to heal the one he reses.
Sounds like the Servitor attachment, but with extra steps.
Yes.
Basically,
Vampires.
I mean, you pay.
But less command
Full
points.
strength.
You only pay 1 CP for the Chief Apothecary.
That's it.
I I pay 0 CP to revive robots.
Yeah, but you have to spend the CP to actually take the detachment and then the extra CP for everything else to make it even worth it.
Oh, and the Master of the Forge, the Tech Marine upgrade. Basically, any chapter can get Ferris's gimmick of giving a 5-up feel no pain or 5-up invuln.
Yeah.
And they automatically heal 3 wounds, right? And you don't have to roll for it.
Correct.
I don't even take Ferris in my list anymore. Ferris Mass just isn't. It wasn't as great as the people made him out to be. He's
was,
alright.
He was pre-nerf.
And then they just nerfed him into the ground, as they do all things.
Well, they
fine.
had to.
Yeah.
They brought out the Nerf hammer and took it upon his head.
Shrike's
Alright.
just as good.
And now on the Chaos side, you know more about the Night Lord stuff than I do.
We can probably talk about that next time.
Okay.
Because
Yep,
when
there's,
we
a lot,
actually
there's
have-
a lot in the Faith and
All right,
Fury.
when we actually have the book in front of us.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, everyone, that'll be all for this week. It's your boys at Tabletop Shenanigans. If you haven't yet, make sure you follow us on Facebook, YouTube, all the social media. This has been your boy, Nick.
Matthew?
Chase.
Felipe?
And Alex.
Yeah, Felipe was dozing off. Sorry.
Shut
And we all see you next
That
time.
sucks.
Insecure.
We will all see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.